Welcome. So you want to make money with software, right? Software as a service or so-called SaaS. And for that you need leads, right? People paying you money for your software as a service business. And I'm going to show you step by step. It's going to be a boring video on my computer, how to do it, how I'm getting leads, how I'm making a ton of money with my software business. Again, you can skip and watch a MrBeast video, you can skip and watch a cat video, most likely more fun than this. However, I'll argue not as insightful. So yeah, let me just jump straight into my computer and I'll show you exactly how you can get leads for your software business and start making money, not tomorrow, but today. So let's jump in. Right, so we are inside my magic board, and before I go over how to do it, let me just show you why I'm credible and why you should listen to me. So I've scaled my first software company. It was a B2B services marketplace from zero to over $300,000 in its first 12 months, and I'm currently scaling a new B2B SaaS business, and within January we did $60,000 in revenue, and SaaS profit margins are like 90%, so yeah, just take that into account. It's not like drop shipping where you see like this $100,000 a month screenshot, but then profits like minus 7%. So that's why I'm credible, not a flex, but just a way for you to actually watch the video till the end because I know what I'm talking about. So, how to acquire leads for your SaaS business. Now, it's pretty straightforward and it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. It's simple, it's not easy, but it boils down to one thing, essentially. You need, as you know, you need to make noise, right? Noise is attention, right? You need to make noise, and through that noise, people will go to your site and buy your product. Now, you can make noise one of two ways, right? You can either buy that noise via ads, or you can not buy that noise and make it free via organic traffic, right? Now, organic traffic, which is the one I'm going to be focusing now because ads are hard to crack. Because an ad, I won't dive too deep into this, but if you're trying to run ads for software, most likely you're going to be losing money in the front end, and you're going to try and make it in the back end over the LTV or the lifetime value of the client. But that's a video for another time. That's hard to do, and we're still cracking that thing because I'm not just teaching you this and like I'm retired from software. I actually do, and this is my actual job, growing software companies. This is my software company that I'm growing today. So when you see me speaking here, it's not out of my ass, right? I actually know what I'm doing, and I'm going through this at the moment. The reason why I don't speak about ads is because we haven't yet nailed it down properly. So just take that into account. So the other way is organic traffic. Now, how do you get organic traffic? I mean, you can use social media, essentially, or maybe you can use cold email outreach, or you can just distribute flyers on the street, but that's basically it, right? There's a bunch more stuff, but essentially social media, right, is the main one we're going to be focusing here, right? And that's the main thing, and that's the main way you're going to be driving traffic for free to your SaaS. Now, as you know, there's a bunch of social media platforms, right? There's a YouTube, there's Pinterest, there's even, let's call Google and Bing social media platforms as well for this video's sake. There's Instagram, there's TikTok, right? There's all these social media platforms. Now, the reality is that you cannot be on all. You cannot be on all of them, right? Because you're going to just be spreading yourself too thin. That's just reality. Now, you need to test all of them. That's super important because when you're building a product and selling a service, I mean, whether that's a SaaS or a physical product, you don't know what the best distribution channel is going to be. You just don't know. You might think you know, but you don't really know. Okay, so you need to test it all. And for our software, we test every single thing. We tested Reddit, we tested Facebook groups, we tested YouTube, we tested TikTok. We're still testing TikTok till this day. We tested Twitter, right? We tested so many channels, right? Eventually, for us, what worked was mostly YouTube, right? Most of our leads come from YouTube, and I'll explain that why in just a second here. But my point here is that you're going to see me here talking a lot about YouTube, but don't just focus on YouTube, right? Don't just go for YouTube. Try all of them, because Reddit might work good for you, right? Reddit, I mean, works for a lot of people, right? I know some guys that just build their SaaS off of TikTok and off of Twitter, right? And we tried it, but it didn't work for us, right? What works for us with YouTube, but we tested all of them, right? And once we landed on one that worked, we doubled down, okay? Now, again, how you acquire leads, I mean, it is simple, right? I just told you how you do it. Just go out and make a shit ton of noise on social media for free and you get leads. Now, it is quite simple. Now, it is hard. It's not easy. And I'm going to go over the breakdown of YouTube because that's the one we've been leveraging the most, and I have not enough time to break down all these, right? But hopefully in the coming videos, I break down more of them. And by the way, I have a bunch of videos on the channel on how to do this stuff. Just go watch them because I break down a lot more things on those videos. Yeah, YouTube. So YouTube is a search engine, just like Google and Bing, right? YouTube is literally a box, right, where people search for stuff, right? And instead of Google, where listings appear for blogs, right, or for sites, YouTube, there's these little boxes of videos, right, where people click to either two things: be entertained or learn something. That's two things, right? Either be entertained or learn something, right? Whether you're watching a Mr. Beast video, you're getting entertained, or you're looking for videos for you on how to tie a tie, you're learning something. Now, the hack here, and that's how we've been able to grow the software business to these values you see here, is we are producing evergreen content. Now, what evergreen content is something that, irrespective of the timeline we're in, whether that's 2012, 2024, or the year 3000, people are still searching for it and learning how to do it. For example, the best example I can give you on this is a video on how to tie a tie, right? How to tie a tie is something that if you type it on Google, and if the first video satisfies and actually teaches you how to tie a tie, it's the only one you need to watch, right? And so it's the only one YouTube is going to keep on recommending to people if they search for that keyword, right? And so you want to be able to produce evergreen content. I'll give you an example, right? Our software here is for B2B SaaS. It's a B2B SaaS, so for businesses, helps them with their content marketing efforts, right? And one thing we do is we do auto blogging. So we allow them to connect their site with our AI. Our AI learns about their business, and it's able to produce blog posts for their site automatically with images, videos, and a bunch of more cool stuff. So it does what it's called an auto blogging, the keyword auto blogging, automatic blogging, right? And we rank first on YouTube for the keyword, or long tail version of the keyword auto blogging, or how to do auto blogging, or how to create an automatic blog, right? And that video gets around 100 views every single day. Every single day, it gets 100 views every day. And that was posted like 8-9 months ago, right? But because it is an evergreen piece of content, video, right? It gets used forever, right? Just like the video on how to tie a tie. And if you're able to have these multiple, right, evergreen pieces of media that when someone searches for them, and of course they need to be SEO optimized, that's search engine optimization, and this is a video just on its own, right? How to optimize videos to rank higher on YouTube, how to actually optimize listings to rank higher on Google and Bing. That's a whole video for another time, which I'll dive deep into that later on. But if you have, right, if your brand, right, if your SaaS has a YouTube channel, right, with multiple evergreen videos, these become assets, right? These become brand assets because all these get a shit ton of views every single day, and that redirects the traffic back to your brand. Now, it's not easy to make these types of videos, right? It's even harder to get them to rank because there's a lot of people competing for these keywords, right? For example, the keyword we chose, auto blogging, is quite easy because it's less competitive. But for example, let's say, for example, you have a CRM as your software business. Maybe you want to rank for best CRM for 2024 or best CRM for chiropractors, right? That's going to be maybe not the one specific. I know I haven't done a study on this before, but evergreen videos are hard to rank for because a lot of people know about this and know about how valuable they are, because again, there are assets that they get traffic forever, because again, they're keywords people are searching for constantly. So when you're sitting down and looking at your business, think about this. Okay, people are paying me for my software because I'm solving them an issue, right? So again, people pay you, and this applies to anything in life, right? When people give you money, or when you give money to someone else, you are giving money to them because they are fixing a problem you have. They are fixing your pain point. For example, you pay a plumber and they come and fix your pipes. You pay a plastic surgeon and they come and fix your nose, right? You want a bag because you don't want to have your books in your hand. You pay a bag company, they give you a bag, they fix the problem. Now you can put your books in your bag and you can just go about your day. So when there's a money transaction here, it's because that person receiving the money is giving you something in return to fix a potential issue you have. So all this is to say that when you're looking at your SaaS, and of course your SaaS should solve an issue, should solve a problem, right? You're going to think, okay, if I were a potential client of my own business and I wanted X, Y, and Z issue solved, what would I search for on YouTube, Google, or whatever, right? And then go out and make content based on that. And again, maybe your SaaS doesn't apply really to a video search engine. Maybe it applies to more of a written search engine like Google and Bing, right? Maybe it applies to a short form video search engine like TikTok, because TikTok is also a search engine, right? TikTok is literally the same thing as YouTube, but for short form videos, right? Vertical videos, right? The same thing. And you can also do SEO for TikTok. And we're also actually trying to do that, right? So long story short, the way you acquire leads for your business, it is simple. Just make a shit ton of noise online. Don't go for ads at the start. Go for organic traffic. Instead of organic traffic, you can do cold email outreach, which you're also doing. Maybe I'll record a video on that later on. But you can also do, what I think you should do is social media that allows you to build these assets that are evergreen. And YouTube, in my opinion, YouTube and Google and Bing are honestly the best ones because they are the biggest search engines out there, right? TikTok is big. It's not as big as YouTube, okay? And YouTube also has short form. So hopefully this was valuable, hopefully not all over the place, and hopefully you found this amusing to some extent. And yeah, that's exactly what we're doing to grow our SaaS. And check other videos on this channel on how to do it, because I have a bunch of videos on the channel on how to do it. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.